I'm Cassie Calvert, and today I'm joined by Hayden Hurst, who's going to be taking your questions, so start commenting them below. All right, Hayden, we're heading on the road to Charlotte this weekend, not too far from where you went to school. Are you going to have some Gamecock friends up at the game this weekend?
Yeah, I think a couple of my buddies texted me this week. They're going to make the road trip up. It's only an hour away from Columbia, so I'm pretty excited.
That's awesome. Charlotte is also home for me, so I'm having some family there as well. So it's going to be a good homecoming for, I think, a lot of people in the organization. So you've been a couple weeks into the season at this point. What has been the biggest adjustment for you coming into the NFL?
For me, it's just getting adjusted to the game speed. Getting the play calls from Joe, understanding my responsibilities on each play. The better I can do that, the faster I'm going to be able to play, and then I feel like that's when I'm at my best.
Absolutely. So we are live on Facebook right now, so I have a social media themed question for you. What is your favorite social media platform to use?
During the season, I stay away from it a good amount, but I guess for me, the easiest one is Instagram. I'm on that quite a bit.
Why Instagram?
I don't know. Twitter, I tend to stay away from just because I feel like it's too easy to access, read some stuff, some negative, some positive. Instagram, for me, just I kind of catch up on news and things like that. That's what I use it for.
I think one thing that fans really like is that they're able to sort of see you guys off the field and kind of feel like they're having like a one-on-one interaction with you.
Right. Yeah, I think that's huge too because I post a lot of stuff with my family. My family's always, has always been super important to me. So I guess that's my way, of kind of showing the other side of myself, not just a football player.
Yeah, certainly. And it's a good way to keep up with people that you actually know and things like that as well.
Absolutely.
All right, fans, remember, keep commenting your questions for Hayden. He's going to be answering them below. We've got some people joining in now. Let's see what we got. We have Jennifer asked, what would your fans be surprised to know about you?
Me and my family kind of always joke about it. I ended up being, a first-round pick, the Thor thing, and people, I guess, see me in this different light. But off the field, I'm pretty low-key. If people knew what I did off the field, they wouldn't think that I'm probably as cool as I am in here. I really just sit around, play Xbox, watch Netflix, and sit there with my dog.
So you're not the superhero out
no, not
on a
really.
normal day.
Super low-key, super low-key.
All right, let's see what we've got. Ashton said, who is your favorite Ravens player besides yourself, I guess?
For me, it's always fun to watch Sis do his thing. I had to block him in training camp, which was memorable, to say the least. It was a good indoctrination into the NFL, watching him do what he does. He's not really conventional. He goes about his job differently than most defensive ends, but that's what makes Sis.
They really threw you right into it then.
Right into the fire. Yep.
I think the Ravens like to do that, a little shock to your system. Zane asked, who is your play style like if you had to compare yourself?
For me, I grew up a Miami Hurricane fan. So I grew up watching Greg Olsen, Jeremy Shockey, and I really tried to model my game after those guys. Still, when I was at South Carolina, I watched Greg because we were so close to the Carolinas. He goes about his work pretty quietly, his off-the-field stuff. He's a great person. So I've really, tried to model myself after him.
Will you try to meet up with him or anything at the game on Sunday?
Probably just, say hey to him. Hopefully he remembers who I am. I got to meet him during my visit to Carolina and then at the Combine.
Cool.
So hopefully he remembers who I am.
That's awesome. Very cool. Let's see here. We have Adam asked, are you going to be Thor for Halloween? That's a good one.
Probably. I guess that's the easiest one, to pull off. Thor with the long hair. Thor after he cut his hair, I'm pretty disappointed in that. You know. Chris Hemsworth. I guess I'll try to pull it off. I don't know if we're going to get together as a tight end group or something like that, but yeah, it'll definitely be the easiest way to go.
So you've never done that before? Even when you're in college, you've never been Thor?
I never really dressed up or anything. Like I said, I'm pretty low key, so I just kind of hung out at home.
Yeah, I think maybe the tight end group should all do different superheroes then.
We should try it out.
That would be awesome. All right, next up we have Connor. I like this one. How did you pick the number 81?
To be honest, there's not really a great story behind it. My junior year, my only year of playing high school football, it was kind of the last number left, and my high school coach just kind of threw it at me. I was like, here you go. So I liked the way that it looked. Then I think that was when Randy Moss was with the Patriots, so ended up thinking it was pretty cool. I was 81, Randy Moss ended up being 81, so it just kind of stuck.
And it worked out that when you got here, that one was available,
Yeah,
so you
open.
stuck with it.
Yep.
Cool. Vincent asks, have you had any crab cakes yet?
I have. Every time my family comes up, we go to Jimmy's, and their crab cakes are incredible.
That is like the one thing every single person who visits Maryland wants to do is like go get crab cakes.
Oh, they're incredible.
Which like I had never had good crab cakes, I don't think, until I moved here. Like it's not the same.
Yeah, down like other states, there's so much like filling in them. It's not just all crab meat. So up here, it's incredible.
Is there any other like Baltimore, Maryland specific thing that you've kind of embraced like that?
To be completely honest, I guess that's like my biggest thing. I haven't actually, I've done crab cakes, haven't actually dove into cracking the crabs and doing it the right way.
I did that for the first time this year. It's hard.
It looks like a lot of work.
It's a lot of work for like a very small amount of meat. You should just eat the crab cakes. Just stick to that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Tammy asks, how do you get psyched up before a game? What motivates you?
For me, before games, I don't like talking to people. Like my family knows that. I'll turn my phone on Do Not Disturb. I don't want people texting me or anything like that. Turn some music on, have my headphones on, understand what I'm going to do in the game, and really just kind of keep to myself, try to focus up on what I'm doing. But yeah, I don't like anybody talking to me.
Locked in.
Yep.
Do you have a specific like playlist that you listen to every game?
Some rap. I kind of go all over the place, just what I'm feeling. Different games, I'll switch it up. I'll go some rock. I don't know if I dive into like heavy metal and stuff like that. But probably rap and like alternative stuff. Just depends on what I'm feeling that day.
Very cool. This is an appropriate question for this week. Since we're going on the road, Miranda asks, what's your favorite stadium to play in?
Favorite stadium to play in? I didn't get to play, but being up at Heinz Field, that atmosphere was pretty incredible. Those fans are pretty rowdy and they don't like us very much, and then vice versa. So I'm excited to be a part of that game.
And to see a win your first time there was pretty awesome.
Huge. Was huge.
That's really cool. John asked, were you happy you got chosen with the Ravens, or were you thinking of another team?
I didn't have a specific team in mind. I figured, whichever team wanted to pick me and decided to use their pick on me, I was going to give them everything that I had. I think I fit the mold here in Baltimore with the way that I play, what I bring to the table on the field, off the field, and just how I go about my work. I think it was a perfect match. That's
really special. All right, we'll take one more. We have Seth. What's the sideline like after a touchdown?
Oh, man. It's electric. You put in so much work during the week, scripting up plays, going over the plays 100 times. So when it all comes together, and somebody scores, we're happy for them. And it's just an incredible feeling.
That's awesome. Is there any message you want to share with the fans before we sign off?
Just excited to get back into it. I know it's been a while. I had the foot thing. It was pretty unfortunate, kind of a freak accident, but I'm healthy, ready to go, ready to play.
All right, fans, we'll see you on Sunday when we take on the Panthers in Carolina. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back again next week.